Hello, guys, and myself, K.Mukesh, and in today's session, I'm going to talk about how to prepare anthropology optionals. So let's move on the screen. And as you all know, anthropology is a biosocial science, and so first of all, how many students join today's session? Just I want to see that. So let's understand everything. As you know, the advantage of anthropology. And now you are going to give this year main examination because your result of prelims is already comes out, and you all are familiar with the scoring nature of this optional subject. That's why majority of the students opted this optional subject in order to score better. Now the question is, this subject is interesting, this subject is scoring, this subject is opted by several students, and they are going to appear in this coming main examination. So remember few things, because now the crucial and the countdown period is already started. So how you should handle all those uh, burdens in that sense. There are several students, those who not rigorously practiced last year or previous year questions. So in this span of time, hardly 2.5 months, where one give due attention and due weightage in terms of the entire preparation in the physical anthropology or in the socio-cultural anthropology or in the archaeological anthropology or in Indian society or Indian social anthropology or Indian tribal anthropology. Because we all know anthropology syllabus is divided into two papers. Paper 1 comprises physical anthropology, socio-cultural, archaeological anthropology, and paper 2 comprises Indian social anthropology and Indian tribal anthropology. So majority of the humanity background students, they always avoid physical anthropology and preferably write socio-cultural and archaeological anthropology. Science background students show some sorts of the courage to cover the physical anthropology, but you know at the same time, physical is more scoring than the socio-cultural and the tribal and the applied anthropology. So always cover physical anthropology first of all, and in physical anthropology, you need a rigorous practice over the diagram. If you not practiced, so right now you have almost 70 days. In that 70 days, if you will prepare one question every day at least, then you will prepare 70 questions. So just practice on 70 questions in paper 1. Just practice 70 question on paper 1 and hardly 40 question in paper 2. In that way, if you will cover 110 questions and daily revise that questions twice and thrice in a written form, definitely you will score and get your desired expected marks. So this is the one of the thing that you always keep in mind. They need not to take any pressure. Rather, just prepare two questions from paper one and paper two simultaneously every day. Do written practice twice and thrice. Work more on the diagram part when you are dealing the physical anthropology, when we are dealing the applied anthropology, means the human growth and development, forensic anthropology. Okay, so these areas need a rigorous practice of the diagram. In terms of the primates, especially, you need to practice on the diagram. When you are writing the genetics part, you need to be uh, caution in terms of presenting the content and present always updated material. So these are the things that one keep in the mind. Next is that, so how one go for this year main examination? For fresher, those who are watching today's session, and if you are absolute beginner or freshers, to always prepare anthropology optionals before your prelims, at least 1 year before. And unless and until tries to not revise the whole syllabus in a written format, you will not get a desired mark. So in order to derive the marks and fetch the good mark, you need to practice in a written way at least thrice. And in between practice means the writing. Definitely you will get checked your answer through experts or whatever your mentors. So take the assistance of your mentors in terms of checking your copy, and once the copy will checked, discuss with them about, sir, how I can further improve my marks. If your mentor not guide you properly, definitely they will guide. I don't think any mentors in this uh, UPSC field. So those who deny to suggest you the better thing. Always they suggest, they always work for their students, but sometimes because of their busy schedules, they not give you enough time. Under that scenario, you should contact to me through my YouTube channel and write your problems in my comment box, and definitely I will reply you as soon as possible. I have already given my contact number or WhatsApp number, so you should write your question on my WhatsApp number 9871429334, and then make a contact in terms of taking a assistance for the UPSC CSE 2021 main examination, 22, 23, whatsoever the attempt you are going to give for the civil service examination. One more thing, always revise, because always give a due weightage on all area of the main examination in terms of GS, in terms of your essay writing. Don't miss to practice even your compulsory paper like the English and Hindi, and be always prepared for the interview. So whatever, so, okay, best answer for the questions you extract it, so decode that answer in your separate book. In that way, you should also prepare some interview aspects. Now the thing is how to write good answer. This is the question that was generally asked by several students. So first of all, writing good answer need clarity over the concepts. So once your concept will be clear, you will write your answer and present your answer in better way in compared to the other fellow aspirants. So what you need to do, first first understand the concept of the paper one, paper two, and develop some sorts of vision in order to present your answer in a holistic way, in an integrated way. and as per the demand of the questions. Second thing is what you need to take precaution. Don't do any mistakes with definition part. Whatever the scholars given definition, so always write their definition. Of course, in that course you have already developed some at some point your own definition. So present your own definition also. But whenever you are writing a scholar's definition, so present exactly in the same way what said by the scholars. So for that you need to remember, and for that you need to revise again and again correctly, and develop a holistic approach. Holistic approach means when you are covering or writing an answer, at least explore information from each and every angles that you learned when you are preparing for this optional subject, like the definition part, like the main body or the meaning part, like the if they ask in terms of the discuss, describe, or simply give a details information. So in that way, you will sound in your approach. Sometime if they mention as a suffix to evaluate or critically evaluate, so definitely you must be familiar with the meaning of these words. What is evaluation? What is critically evaluation? What is justification? And in that answer, how you should justify the answer, how you should exemplify the answer, how you should critically evaluate the answer. So you need to take all the cares. When they ask question like the criticize or point out or mention various applications, that answer in some of the answer need uh, quantitative present of your answer, and some of the answer needs qualitative presence of your answer. So when you are writing qualitatively, it means you are going to describe and detailing the answer. When you are presenting your answer quantitatively, you are trying to give more and more information. So some answer need more information. So in that, okay, when you are dealing that kind of questions, be informative. And when they ask about discuss and details and describe, in that you should write several points, but whatever points in the initial, so you should explain properly that first, second point, and whatever the remaining point you should write in a precise manner. Few questions asked in last many years, the contribution of anthropology. So need not to miss the work and contribution of anthropologists, because anthropologists work in several socio-cultural and tribal field, and that's why one must revise the contribution of anthropologists. It will help you in explaining your answer properly. And one more thing, when you are writing introduction or definition part, so in introduction part, present your answer precisely, and whatever word through comma or sub hyphen you are going to use in that, to later explain that word in your main body. This is the one of the thing. It is not definitely applicable with every questions, but in majority of the questions, when you are writing the introduction part, so introduction is basically the face of the main body. So whatever face you saw, so you must make presence of that face in your body. Otherwise, your answer seems to be vague. So when you are writing definition, whatever definition I already told you given by the scholar, so you need to present that definition. And in terms of underline, sometimes students underline many of the sentence. So better underlining this sentence, underline the words Uh, when you are presenting diagram, present always diagram inside, rather to present the diagram in below, present diagram inside, write the content in one side, in other side, present the diagram, and especially in paper 2, your answer must be exemplified with the current examples. So you need to do at least work on the current social issues, current affairs part, and whatever information you gather from that, you need to present in your answer of anthropology, paper 2 especially. In terms of paper 1, there are few topics that will also help you in essay preparation, that will also important for your interview, but at the same time, few topic needs updation, and for that topic, you must get informed by those current to also try to add that current in your answer if you will help that it is good for you. When you're writing paper 2, so in that uh, few topics like the Varna system, like the uh, Indian village, Indian social complexes, so that not need any updation. But there are topics like the self-help group, role of NGO, forest policy, and tribal uh, problems and their solutions. So that topic need more updation. Even you need to at least keep your approach like the emic versus ethic approach, because in that approach, when you are presenting your own views, at that time think about the people's views, what people think about that circumstances that happening, that problems or conditions, and what is your own view. So presenting your own view, before that you need to consider the view of the peoples on that, and then write your answer. Few things in paper 1 and paper 2 you always keep in mind when you are writing the primates, any parts, you must be your approach must be diagrammatic. One. Second, whole physical in dealing whole remaining physical anthropology part, always either present flowchart or add diagrams, and so flowchart and diagram is mandatory for entire physical anthropology, especially when you are dealing the archaeology. Always draw the diagrams of the tools, the technology, and whatever the material achievement. So, in a sequential manner, if you we will present, you will score there better. Not so did not to present archaeological anthropology haphazardly, rather to present sequentially and connect the different tools and technology, socio-cultural aspects in an integrated manner, in a manner of cause and effect, and in a very sequential progressive manner. So that approach you need when you are dealing the archaeological anthropology. Some topics of social anthropology, especially the topic like the society, marriage, economic, kinship, religion, political systems. So when you are preparing these topics, first of all prepare the thinkers of culture, what their opinion about that, and always present their view whenever you are dealing that thing. So first of all, read the thoughts, especially evolutionism, neo-evolutionism, classical evolutionism, diffusionism, structural functionalism, and historical particularism. some topic in paper too, like the universalizations, tribalizations, dominant caste. These are those topics that are still in news. So we need to once again go through and find the exact cause behind all these affairs, even the importance of holy places and the impact of Christianity, Hinduism, Islam on our culture. You need to be careful whenever you are presenting the answer. At least right now, because of very short span of time in your hand, so you need to present at least you need to devote at least 30 minutes to 1 hour daily on diagrams in anthropology, because anthropology has such potential that will not only improve your rank, rather ensure your result. Because alone, several students from anthropology, they got it easily 350 plus marks. And those who not work properly, hardly they manage 200 marks. So only thing is, you should create a difference to this optional subject in your final selections and in your ensuring your rank also. Labeling the diagram, naming the diagram, these things must be proper. So you need to properly maintain all these things. And when you are coloring the diagram, so you always use color pencil rather to use all those paints, those who are that are colorful. And in last, I would like to say few things more. Make us whole synopsis of the paper 1 and paper 2 in order to revise the whole anthropology in the span of 12 hours. And there were things needed a mug upping. So for that, starts revising 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, and because few topic like the chromosomal aberrations, because your background is not that. Similarly, like the primates, so there where you need to mug up few things. Even the tools and technology in the Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic times, you need to mug up properly. Kinship terminology, understand the kinship terminology, establish the relationship. Anthropologists, their definition, these things needs mug upping. So there where you felt the thing required mug upping, you should mug up them by revising and again. And if possible, be in touch with your mentors. And now I'm going to announce few things like that. Master Stroke IS Academy in online mode. We will start test from the 6th of November and crash course 2 from the 6th of November. One batch already started from today's. Other batch we will announce to start from 6th of November. So those students who due to any reasons not get informed. So after this video, if they get informed about all those things, so please do join and we continue your preparation. I'm here to give you enough. Uh, one more thing that I would like to announce. First of all, just wait here. Our crash course are designed in such a way. So if you go through this crash course, you will find that we are not simply going to teach 30% and 40% levels. Rather, it will be extremely helpful for every aspirant because it is a foolproof planning. and in that one get a better opportunity to revise not only the important topics and the key concept, rather cover whole syllabus very systematically, rapidly, because question number 1 and 5 is compulsory in nature, and I understand the importance of the question number 1 and 5, and that's why we have already decided and announced to cover whole syllabus systematically but precisely. Few topic needs a rigorous practice. There are so many topics that are seems to be outdated, but still questions in UPSC examination asked from that topic too. So practice is the only way to take your exams and crash course, provided you in clarifying your concept. And along with the crash course, we will provide you the test series. In that, whatever the previous year question asked in the UPSC examinations, you need to also practice on that, and that ultimately will help you to get a hang of IAS. It is simply different than a normal course, and it could be beneficial for such a group of students who require a quick revision and get benefited. So read and study about all those topics. Those are relevant. You need to share your answer sheet of the test. I will properly here to evaluate that, and whatever the best improvement that I realizes, so I will do on my own behalf. And one more thing, be moves in a calculated manner. Otherwise, probably you may cause blunder. So in order to avoid all those blunder, a complete idea of whole preparation of the remaining span of time you should prepare first of all, and then move and work on that. So this is the all announcement. Now I am going to take another session for the beginners. So my message for beginners or the absolute beginners is, anthropology is a bio-social science, and there is no need to be more an unusual smart, because sometimes a student unanimously take a decision on the behalf of the result and the video they watch through the YouTube. Many selected students said that they cracked this examination on their own behalf, but being a faculty, just what I realized, no any students yet crack UPSC examination totally on their own behalf, either through classroom or through the study material or through the test or through the personal guidance. They are definitely taking classes anywhere, and without taking classes, I don't think any students. Okay, and 99% results belongs to those who already taken the coaching classes, because today every people are more smart. They want to claim about their selection. If they are the mistake, okay, they are on their own behalf without taking the assistance of anyone. They crack this examination, but it is not true. Almost everyone is lying in that affairs. What are the reason? I don't know. Either it may because of the many people's claim over their result, or they are confused to give whom credit about their selections. And sometimes there are so many reasons. I don't want to disclose all those reasons, but I just felt that this is simply diverting the genuine students to work on track. So there is no need to get derailed by thinking in that way you should prepare on your own and you will crack this examination. It is not practically possible. It's in listening good, it seems to be good, but in practice it is totally a fake thing. So do join anywhere, take the assistance of your faculty. Otherwise, on your own behalf, if you want to prepare, you will simply waste your time, your money also, and develop and fill your um, vacant mind with a unwanted waste. So rather do join coaching classes and prepare and crack this examination on the time. So guys, in the last, just I want to say that one of the foundation course for the freshers we have already announced from the 6th of November. The foundation course of Master Stroke IAS Academy for Anthropology optionals will be started. So those who want to join our 3 days free session from today's onwards. And after going through 3 days, if you will get convinced, if you will feel that now the way we are providing the class that seems to be good, then you should join us. Otherwise, you have lot of opportunity to join anywhere else, but do join and take coaching classes. Otherwise, it's simply uh, a self-suicidal case. Thank you. Bye.